All right. Well, thank you so much for everyone that is here joining us today, this morning. And I hope that everybody's having a wonderful summer. My name is Melissa Mata. I am the Senior Management Fellow with the City of Fort Lauderdale here working under Public Affairs. And I am very excited to present all of you our new small business development program called StartUp FTL, Innovate and Elevate. This program, as I go along the presentation, it is at free, no cost for all Fort Lauderdale residents, as well as those who would like to have a business and do business here in the city of Fort Lauderdale. As I go along the presentations, you will be able to know and understand the application process, the course materials, the course details, as well as any other additional questions that you may have in mind that hopefully we'll be able to respond. If not, at the end of the presentation, you'll be able to ask any questions. You're more than welcome to put them in the chat. We'll be able to coordinate those and I'll see if I can respond at my best. Just so that all of you can know how this presentation is going to go, here is a brief agenda. I will be briefly talking about the public affairs team. That way you feel more confident as to who it is that you will be submitting this application to and who it is that's working behind the scenes of this startup program. After that, I will be providing a description of what the program is. Later, I do want to know, and hopefully you'll also get a chance to know, in which business stage are you? Are you an entrepreneur? Are you already in the startup phase? Are you already very well established and a very successful business owner? Or are you ready to also go towards the next step of providing your legacy to somebody else and continue your business? After that, we'll be covering the Kauffman modules, which is a total of 5 over a course of 10 weeks. Don't worry, I know that it seems a lot, but we will make sure that we cut it down. That way you know exactly what it is that's going to happen. We're going to go through the application process as well as the application questions. That way you'll know what to write and what to submit. At the end is, what do you expect? What can you expect from this course? What's going to happen throughout those 10 weeks? Don't worry, we got you. We'll also go through that as well. And as I mentioned, question and answer at the very end. City of Fort Lauderdale Public Affairs. So who is it that we are? Who are these people? Well, as some of you know, Daphne Saintville, she is our division manager. She will not be able to join us today, but she is a wonderful asset and she keeps all of us together. We also have Von Howard, our administrative supervisor, Ashley Dixon, the management analyst, myself, senior management fellow, as well as Nikki Austin Ship. She is the administrative aide. All of them will take part of the StartUp FTL program, either behind the scenes. You may see them throughout the course as well. However, they are very hands-on and they know everything, so they have every answer to your questions. So what does the public affairs team do? We do a little bit of everything. However, our main focus is economic development, government, and international affairs. We make sure that we serve the city through interest, to secure funding, through resources. We want to make sure that there is a bridge of communication between our residents and the city. We help to promote and develop cooperations between different consulates, embassies, as well as international neighborhood cities, which are called our sister cities. So now, this is where the fun part begins. StartUp FTL, what is this program? This is a small business development program, which is compounded by 10 weeks in a hybrid schedule. This is targeted mainly for entrepreneurs and early stage business owners, meaning that those entrepreneurs who still have an idea, they don't really know how to start, how to establish their business. We are here to help you, guide you to establish that business, that idea that you have in mind, that they have been telling you and pushing you to motivate you to start this business. We are here to help you with that. StartUp FTL is going to cover the basic business functions that you need to establish this business. We will go over targeting your audience, making sure that you have a product and service that meets the needs of the city of Fort Lauderdale. We're going to make sure that we go through your branding, your sales pitch, your market analysis. I also want you to tell me, how are you going to run this business? Who's going to be in your team, your business operations, your financial goals? When do you see yourself breaking even? What is the cost and profit that you're going to gain and loss during this business journey? We got you covered. We're going to make sure that you know the ins and outs. We're going to provide you all the resources, tools, the guidance. You'll be able to connect with local leaders and business experts. You'll also learn how and what type of documents you need in order to make yourself an actual business. You'll be hearing from our staff, our city staff, that they'll also be able to help you along the way. But before we jump into what the Kauffman modules and all of the functions that you'll be learning, I also want you to understand which business stage you are in. This is very important since StartUp FTL is mainly targeted towards early stage and entrepreneurs really starting their business. So are you a business owner or entrepreneur in the ideation stage? You have that business in mind. You want to sell cookies. You want to start your skincare consultation. You want to open a coffee shop. What is it? What is your idea? And how is this going to service and meet the needs of the city residents? Or maybe you already started your business. You're in that startup phase. You're in your first 1 to 3 years, and you don't really know what's next. You're in that incubation center, in that incubation phase. You also have the acceleration phase. You already established your business. You already met and went into market. And now you're just going up. You're elevating. And you also need those tools for you to keep on expanding. Or you're in the transition phase, when you're just ready to retire, ready to enjoy your life, but you want to keep your business a legacy. That's where you're also looking for that next person to take over your business. Or maybe you just want to close your business out. So you're also trying to look for those resources. Whatever resource or tools that you need, StartUp FTL is mainly targeted for those early stage and entrepreneurs. Now, the Kauffman Fast Trac is the curriculum that StartUp FTL will be using. They will be providing all the curriculum, the tools, the resources. And the fun part about this startup program is that we are going to personalize and centralize these classes for you to know what tools you can use here in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Yes, you will be learning a lot throughout the course of 10 weeks. However, you'll also be centralized and you'll know who to go to here in the city, in the county, or in the state level for you to establish that business. The first module that we're going to be looking at is the ideate model. That's where you're going to know if your business idea will be a good business idea for you to launch. You're going to be talking to your different cohort peers. You're going to understand what it is an entrepreneur. You're going to also identify if the business life is for you. You want to make sure that you do have that work-life balance steady, because being an entrepreneur is not easy. It is a path where you're going to have your ups and downs, but we're going to be here to help you throughout it. And that is what's the best thing about this program, that you are not alone. You'll also be able to talk to your cohort peers. You'll build that connection, that network. And that is what the ideate module mainly focuses. The next module is going to be position. This is where we're going to start marketing your target audience. You're going to be trying to see and doing your research, asking for feedback. Is my business going to meet the needs and the services that the City of Fort Lauderdale residents need. You're going to be doing the market analysis of the cost and of production, who or where your target audience is, the demographics, the infographics. This is where you're going to build up and start thinking about that business model. The next model, which is commit, this is where you're going to start reaching your market. You're going to create a sales pitch. You're going to create a business model. You're also going to start branding your business. Who are you in that business? What type of branding and marketing do you want your business to look like? How do you want your clients to remember you by? This is where you start thinking about your business values, culture, as well as how do you want them to remember you? You're starting to build that legacy, that logo. Is your logo, your values, are they representing what you're selling and your service? Are they representing who you truly are as an entrepreneur? You need to make sure that there is that transparency between your business, your values, as well as your customers, because that is how they're going to remember you, and that customer service, as well as your branding, is very important. The next module is refine. This is where you're going to start perfecting that marketing strategy, that business model, your values. This is where you're going to start making sure that you have everything ready. Legal documents, permitting. Are you going to look for a brick and mortar? Is this going to be an online business? This is where you're going to start thinking strategically on how to launch this business. The last module is the launch module. This is where you're going to go through a set of checklists to make sure that you have everything you need, all of the tools, all of the resources, all of the funding that you're also going to be looking at through the refine module, that we want to make sure that you are ready to elevate and be successful at this business. I know it is a lot, but we will be breaking it down throughout each module. And later throughout the presentation, you'll see that you will be okay. So the application process, this is more of the information for you to know what's next. What are the next steps? When am I going to be notified? What if I apply? When can I apply? Right now, we are on number 2, which is the information session. Information session, which is today, July 11th. Applications do close a week from now, which is July 17th at 11:59 p.m. at night, Eastern time. So make sure that you have all of those submissions in, that you have your application ready, because the deadline is coming. So if you have any questions, additional questions after this informational session, feel free to contact our office. We'll make sure to guide you through the set of questions and answer all of those questions that you have in mind. After the applications close, the city was going to go ahead and review those applications, making sure that this cohort is the right fit for the StartUp FTL program. And we also want to make sure that you are the right fit for this program. That we want to make sure that you do take away the tools needed. The review of applications is going to be the week of July 22nd. And notifications of acceptance will be in July 28th. Once you're notified if you're selected for the cohort, you will be scheduling a one-on-one 30-minute meeting with your program coordinator, which is myself, where we're going to be talking about your challenges, what it is that you want to take away from this program. Is this program a good fit for you? Are there additional resources that we can help you with? We want to make sure that this 10 weeks are worth it, and that this time that you're committing to start this business and to expand and to improve is the right fit for you. Now, towards the application questions. There is a set of application questions as well as contact information that we will be requesting in order for you to submit. It is very important that you do fill out everything, every single question that is required for us to accept your application. Remember, applications close on July 17th. We want to make sure that you do have time to think over these questions, to make sure that you describe them in detail, because we also want to learn from you. This is the program that you will be building, and we're just guiding you through it. The first question is about your 3 business challenges. So what keeps you up at night? What makes you anxious, stressed out? What question and challenge is that you have at the back of your mind or even at the top of your mind you just can't get the answer to? Let us know. We want to know. That way we can centralize and personalize this cohort for you. You are not alone. Other cohort peers are going to have the same challenges as you. So make sure that you describe those in detail. We want to know. The next question is about your business. What business do you have? What business do you want to start? Is it a coffee shop? Is it selling online? Is it making jewelry? Is it selling makeup? What do you want to do? Tell us about it. We want to know. Don't worry about it. We are here. We're going to become your diary. Tell us everything. The last question is, who is your business serving? Yes, you will go through the modules. You will be learning how to target your audience. But we also want to know that through your perspective. Who is it that you're serving? Who are your clients? Where are they? How are you going to reach them? Are you meeting the needs of the city residents? Are you just doing this business just for a hobby to see where it takes you? We want to know that in the application. We want to know that you are ready to start this business. So the course details. Where is this course going to be taking place? This startup program is a 10-week course. It is a long one. However, it will be in a hybrid schedule where you'll be meeting with me as well as your peers, the speakers, and other program liaisons. You will be meeting with us in person and remote, meaning that once you receive the agenda for those that do get to participate in the cohort, you'll see that you'll have a few weeks in person and a few weeks remote. Those weeks meeting in person, you will be meeting here in our city offices. We are located in the 101 Tower, which is the Advantage Uniform, also known as that, located at 101 Northeast 3rd Avenue here in the city of Fort Lauderdale. You'll be able to have access to the break rooms as well as the bathrooms because you will be having breaks throughout the class course. I know that 1.5 hours is a lot. So we want to make sure that you do have access and that is somewhere centralized here in the city. Cohort begins in August 12th. This is just for orientation. That's when orientation starts, that we will be meeting the rest of the program liaisons, your cohort peers, the people that you will be seeing for 10 weeks straight. That is on August 12th. However, your courses are going to be every Wednesday and Thursday from 3:30 to 5. So in person and remote, same days, Wednesday and Thursday, 3:30 to 5. If there are some course changes, we will let you know in advance. We want to let you know of this course schedule now. That way you can start planning your schedule for the rest of 10 weeks from now, because I know that you're all busy people. So the hybrid program, how is this going to work? It may be 7 weeks in person, 4 weeks remote. If you feel like we just want to make sure that you do have that participation both in person to ask those questions as well as online. We want to give you that flexibility. I know that people have kids, they have family members, they have errands they need to attend to. So hopefully this schedule works for every single one of you, both in that hybrid program mode. The materials needed. All I am asking is for a laptop or a device that you can log on into the Canvas platform, which is a platform provided by the Kauffman Fast Trac program. Well, you'll be able to submit all of your activities and assignments. This can be done either through in class or as homework assignments. Yes, we're going back to school. You may have homework that you will be asked to do, but this is just for you to establish your business. So all you need is that laptop or device for you to have access to it for those in-person and online classes. So who is eligible for this course? People that live or do business in the city of Fort Lauderdale, as well as those who want to have a business here in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Another requirement that we do ask is your commitment for this 10-week course. We want to make sure that you do have the time, the commitment, the motivation to learn, to experience, and to work with us to guide you to establish this business. So what do you need to apply? You need your laptop or a device. You also need that commitment that I will research idea. We'll also refine it, don't worry. But we just want to make sure that you have all of those things in mind for you to come ready once the cohort starts in August. So what can you expect throughout this 10-week course? Well, besides being every Wednesday and Thursday for 1.5 hours from 3:30 to 5, you'll also be learning from local experts, from business leaders. You'll be able to complete, draft, refine, finalize a market analysis, a business plan, a branding strategy, a sales pitch. You'll be learning about different resources provided from the local level, the county, as well as the state. You'll be able to meet with our resource partners from SCORE, from SBDC, the Small Business Development Center, the Small Business Development Office from the county. You'll be able to connect with all these people. And you know who also you'll be able to connect with and start a very small network with your peers. They'll also be there to guide you, to build that confidence, that trust, and to motivate every single one of you. At the very end of this course, we will be asking you to provide a sales pitch to the rest of your members. This is for you to start getting confident of your business and start getting confidence in yourself that you can do this and that you went through a set of 10 weeks and now you're ready to let the world know that your business is going to be launched. So again, applications close Wednesday, July 17th at 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions, my name is Melissa, Senior Management Fellow. I am your program coordinator for StartUp FTL. And if you have any additional questions, I am more than excited to answer those for you because I want to welcome you to this new small business development program. And I want to welcome all of you to start thinking as an entrepreneur. You're not just a regular person. No, I want to get that creativity out here with us. Let me be the one that helps you and guides you to establishing this new business of yours. So now if you have any questions, we'll go ahead and check the chat. You can also contact answer any questions. Nicholas, thank you so much for joining us. Hopefully I know it was a lot of information. I do talk a lot, but thank you for going through this presentation with me. Well, it looks like I did answer everybody's questions. You know where to find us. You know where to find me. And we do have one question. Okay, yay. Where is it where I can find this recording? If you want to go back to this presentation, you can go back to our landing page, StartUp FTL, under Public Affairs, City of Fort Lauderdale. There, you'll be able to find the recording of this presentation as well as the slide deck. So make sure that you go back to our landing page, our program page. That's where you'll also be able to submit your application. This application, it is online. Make sure that you have everything ready before submission, and you'll be able to find all the information that you need there, as well as our contact information. Well, I believe that is it. Thank you so much for every single one of you that joined us today. Wish you the very best. If you have any questions, again, you know where to reach me. I hope you all have a wonderful summer. And make sure to let your loved ones, your friends, your colleagues, everybody know about the Small Business Development Program. Hope you all have a great day.